Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another session of Trivs at Home. We are bringing you trivia right from your very home, or actually right from my home, actually, is what I'm doing it from, but it's to you guys, wherever you may be viewing this. Maybe you are at home as well. Maybe you're at work, maybe you're at a friend's place, as I guess restrictions start to ease a little bit, but obviously make sure those gatherings are within the, I guess, the rules that are now being put out there. Rock Ultra, hello there, good to see you on Twitch there, and welcome to the people watching this on Twitch, on Mixer, on YouTube, and of course on Facebook as well. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here, so thanks for coming in. Now, for those who have never played before, I'll go over how this sort of works and what you guys are going to be expecting and doing in regards to getting your answers to me. Now, depending on regardless of where you're watching this from, I've added a Google Forms link in either the video title or the description or the chat itself if you guys need it. But if you guys also need it, again, let me know and I can pop it back into the chats for all of you. But that's what you're going to be using to submit your answers to me, unless you're doing this via the Facebook Live. Right, if you're watching it through there, and if you're watching me via Facebook Live, then you can also send it to me as screenshots on the Messenger app as well. But it's totally up to you. We've either got the Facebook Messenger screenshot option or the Google Forms, because we branched out. We're doing multiple platforms now, so I've tried to cater to everybody so that way everyone can get answers sent in through to me. Now, for those who have never played before, a bit of a how-to will pop up now. Now, what it is, it's 4 rounds of trivia. You got 10 questions per round, and you get 1 point per correct answer, except for in the confidence round, which is the last round of the trivia, but I'll explain how that works when we get closer to it. But you get 1 point per correct answer. You don't lose any points for any incorrect answers. So even if you don't know the answer to something, by all means have a guess, because you never know, you might get it correct. So I encourage guessing, have a go. There's no punishment for incorrect answers. There's only potential points to gain for correct answers if you are lucky with your guess. So I definitely recommend guessing if you don't know an answer rather than leaving it blank. There are going to be breaks between each round, which is great. So if you guys need to stock up on drinks or snacks or use the restroom, toilet, or whatever you need to do, there will be breaks between each round, so you can get up, maybe do a bit of a stretch, you know, just warm up yourselves. You're going to be using, I guess, your fingers, so maybe finger stretches and hand, wrist stretching for writing and typing, and all that kind of fun stuff. We also encourage team or solo play, so regardless of where you're viewing this from, you can play it solo, or if you've got some friends around, say like housemates or something, or if you've got family nearby, by all means you can get them involved as well. And always come up with a team name for yourselves too. I always like seeing what people come up with for team name ideas. They always get witty, we get punny, we get silly, we get creative, we get plain and normal, but that's totally fine too. Rock Ultra says he needs the restroom. That's fine. If pretty much I'm at almost the end of how this kind of works, but if you do need to run off and do it, by all means go for it. Robin Ribena, thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you there. We're doing trivia at home, or Trivs at home as I call it. It's just 4 rounds of trivia, 10 questions per round. Star Adams, dude, good to see you as well here on Twitch. Karen Graham on Facebook, thanks for tuning in too. Appreciate the support. But yeah, definitely, if you guys are interested in trivia, this is where you need to be. Now, the Google Forms link is attached into the chat, but I can repost it for you if you need it. That's how you're going to be submitting your answers to me if you're not watching this via Facebook. So it's just a Google Form link. It's in the other video title. It's also in the chat. Let me know if you need me to copy and paste it again. I can get that up for you guys, no problem at all. Actually, what I'll do, I can do that for you right now, because I believe it's running back here. All I need to do is copy and paste like so. And those are for the Twitch people there. That should be coming through to you. So that should be up there now. So that's how you're going to be submitting your answers to me when you're getting them to me at the end of each round. Now, you are submitting answers to me at the end of each round. Now, keep track of your answers as well. When you do use the Google form and submit them, they are submitted to me and you can't get them back. So make sure you keep a note. Maybe use your phone on the side or use a pen and paper to keep track of your answers that you're submitting, because you're going to be adding up your own scores. And at the very end, once we've done all 4 rounds, you'll be sending me a total final score of everything. And during that last final break, that's when I'll be double checking everything and tallying up the final scores of everybody who submitted, and then we'll find out who is winning tonight's trivia, or today's trivia, depending on where you're watching from. So yeah, team or solo play encouraged, breaks between each round, 10 questions per round, you get 1 point per correct answer, no points lost for incorrect answers. I'll explain how the confidence round, which is the final round, how that works when we get closer to it. We're also sponsored by Four Pines Beers, but not for this month because we've actually got rid of all the prizes that they gave, but we are in talks to getting them back on board for July. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more beers and other merchandise and maybe some vouchers is what I'm hoping for from them, so I can get those out to you guys for prizes as first, second, and third place. Now we usually do tips, but we've got the Black Lives Matter movement donations. I keep messing my hands up because I'm watching the wrong screen. This one. For contributing, if you guys want to, instead of sending us tips and donations for the amazing job that we do, put it towards a cause that really needs it right now. So if you're in the US or Australia, or if you can't actually donate any money, you can use that YouTube link and just let that play, and the revenue made from ads goes to it anyway. So it's quick, easy, and simple, and it goes to a good cause. So that's what we're doing these trivia ones at the moment for. So that's how it works. It's 4 rounds of trivia. So again, thanks for those who are tuning in for the very first time. Maybe Rock Ultra, Robin, Star Adams, Karen, all the rest of it, anyone on Facebook and all the rest of it, thanks for joining in as well. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. I've got a beer actually myself. That's what I'm drinking tonight. Let me know what you guys are drinking or eating. Have you got snacks or anything prepared? Now, I don't usually do snacks while I'm doing this because obviously I'm trying to talk, and that would just be weird when I'm reading questions and stuff to you. But I do have a drink because it does actually, well, it's quite hot now in California actually. We've had another hot day today. I've got the fan off on the side for when we do have the breaks. That'll keep me hopefully a little bit cool during the breaks. But yeah, so that's all exciting as well. But I've got the beer. Let me know what you guys are drinking and or eating as well in the comments. I encourage engagement as well in the comments, so if you guys are, want to get that up and going, by all means go for it. Definitely chat, definitely support each other, have a bit of friendly competition, but also don't post answers in the comments. Now in regards to the trivia rounds, we have 4 rounds, and the themes are famous reality stars, which is round 1. So famous reality stars. Rock Ultra says, don't get too tipsy. I won't. It's all good, mate. Thanks for looking out for me. He's drinking water as I'm boiling in bed. Well, water is a great thing to drink. It is totally awesome. I'm all about drinking the water, so I actually have a bottle of water next to me for when I finish the beer, so I'm with you on that one, mate. But yeah, so it's also good before bed. And Robin's got the rum. Nice one. Well, Robin in Twitch, cheers to you. Here's to your rum and my beer for now. Look at that, catering to everybody. We've got some alcohol, we've got some not alcohol, which is great. We usually have some tea drinkers in here as well, usually when they're coming in and playing and all the rest of it. We have some maybe coffee drinkers, depending if it's, I know back at my actual hometown in Australia, it's midday around there, so sometimes I have them in the morning. In Japan, where I've got friends that view this, it's 11 a.m.-ish around that time, so coffee would be working for them right now. But yeah, so anyway, the round themes, we've got famous reality stars, reality or fiction, which is pretty much like a true or false round, so 50-50 you've got, either reality or fiction. Then round 3 is name the show from the set or location. So it's a picture round. So you guys are going to be seeing some pictures of a set or location of particular reality TV shows, and you have to tell me what show it is based on that picture. And in the 4th round is the confidence round, which is an anything and everything goes round. And again, I'll explain that when it gets a little bit closer. Now what I'll do, I'll bring up the round 1 screen, but we won't start just yet, because I'll just explain how that setup changes a little bit, because voila! It's a little different. We now have a magical blue box down here. That's where the questions are going to appear. Alright? So the questions are going to appear down there so you can read them, and I'm also going to be reading them to you as well. So you'll have visual as well as audio. Up on the right side here, we've got what round it is and the actual topic or genre. So regardless of when you join this trivia, and you can join in at any time, mind you. I mean, we're just here to have fun. So join in, whether it's around 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you have a bit of fun, that's all we care about. So that'll tell you what round you're up to and the theme. And then on this side over here is just a little more information about don't put in the answers in the comments. In other words, no spoilers, guys, alright? Use a pen and paper or note-taking app device just to keep your answers in check, and you've got a copy of them on you, and then you send the answers to me at the end of each round. If you're doing it via Facebook, again, you can use the messenger option and just do a screenshot. Remember to include your team name as well, because I read them out after round 1, so we can all see how creative and cool and funny and witty and silly that we've all been with team names. Or if you're using the Google Forms link as well, submit them onto there, but keep that piece of paper handy. And that's what the layout of this is going to be. So, I think, I look at the time now, it is 7:10, so we've been up for about 10 minutes, which is the usual time of what I do. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get round 1 started. Are you ready? I think you are, because I am, and I'm sure you guys are. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get it underway. Question number 1 is this. Name the reality star that won the first season of American Idol. Now remember, don't put answers in the comments, you write them down on that piece of paper, and then you're going to use that Google form at the end of the round, or use the Facebook Messenger screenshot option and send it to me via Messenger. So name the reality star that won the first season of American Idol. That's question number 1. Over 10 questions per round. So we've got a total of 40 questions for each trivia session that we do. And just like my little cool, funny, fun background we've got going on behind, it's actually one of those cool galaxy-style projection light, laser light things. And I've just got it on this little background behind this, because this is just like a black and white backdrop that you can put stuff on. And we had it for a little while, but we wanted to get a little bit more creative with it, so we've added that, and that's a really cool effect. First and second name, I can't think of second name. You know what, if you give me first name, I'll give you half a point. I'll give you half a point. So for this question, because it's obviously a first and last name, if you get either first or last name, I'll get you half a point. If you get the full name, full point. How's that? Sometimes we are able to split it up and do half point alternatives or even 0.33s. We've had an option like that, depending on the type of question it was. But yes, if you can give me at least the first name or surname, you'll get half a point. Full name, first point. And Star Adams, yes, American Idol is so old now. It's actually crazy, isn't it? Like, this person here, I was a big fan of, and I still am, and I actually heard them on the car radio today, as I was out driving. So, there you go. May not have been anything recent, but I heard it on the radio. Alright, with that in mind, let's go to question number 2 now, guys. Question number 2 is this. After winning the 4th season of American design competition show, Project Runway, this reality star then launched his own namesake fashion label, called what? And yeah, the radio does have good taste. Although, mind you, they recycle through about, I don't know, the same 50 songs they have since at least the last 2 years I've been here in California. It's about the same 50 songs that I get. Robin, in regards to the form, if once you've chosen, choose which round number you're submitting for, and then scroll down, and it should have a question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you should be able to enter a text option in there. Are you able to do that? I'll just check the form now and make sure that it's correct. I can just pull that up on my screen here. So select the round number, and then the overall final score there. That's what you do at the end. Question number 1, short answer text. Yeah, it should be just short answer text. You should be able to enter something under question 1 answer. That's where you put your answer to question 1, question 2, and so on and so forth. Does that make sense? Is that able to be done? Are you okay with that now? Try refreshing the page as well. You can only put numbers in. Really? It says text. Why is that the case? It says select round number. It must be a number that's entered. In which box are you actually putting it in for the form? Sorry guys, just so I can narrow it down, because I can edit each part of the box. Which one are you having an issue with at the moment? I click on question 1. Let's see. Let me see. What if I try and change the drop down menu? What I'm going to do is change it to multiple choice for the drop down menu one. And then that'll save. I'll click on question 1. It says for short answer. Oh, no, you're right. For some reason, it changed it to number. My apologies, ladies and gents. Let me see if they're all like that. Oh, they did. Why would they? all changed like that. Sorry, ladies and gents, I am changing them all and updating them for you now, so bear with me a second. Those on the Google form, just hold on. In the meantime, just write your answers down on a piece of paper or a phone if you've got that nearby. And then what I'll do, I'll have this edited. Okay, I think that's working for that. 5. So 1, 2, and 3 I've changed. Oh, number 7 seems to have a number there. Alright, hang on guys, bear with me. Question 8 is also number. That's really strange, not even all of them actually changed. Rug Boy, mate, how you doing? From the Adelaide Fringe, that is taking me back, champ. How you doing? Good to see you. So I'm just editing the Google form that for some reason changed answers to numbers when I wanted it as text. So give me a second and then I'll quickly get back to you. So that should now have been updated. So I'm going to refresh the sheet. If you guys could do the same, if you refresh this sheet, hopefully that fixed it. Alright, if you're using the Google Forms, that should have refreshed it. So let me know if that refreshed it. For those on, I think it's Twitch that are at least doing it. Maybe some of those on Facebook are doing it as well if you are using the Google form. All good now? Fantastic. Sorry about that. I think I went through and edited just the layout of what the actual text was for each question and what they read. But I didn't realize that because I put maybe a number as the first part for that. Well, I said number 1 or number 2 or whatever. It actually decided to change. Laney Clover, good to see you. We're doing trivia at home. Just some fun trivia on reality TV shows, so if you're a reality TV show fan, this is some trivia for you. Feel free to play along. Yeah, so question number 2. After winning the 4th season of American design competition show Project Runway, this reality star then launched his own namesake fashion label called what? So that's question number 2. Also guys, at the end of the round, we have a question repeat section, which what happens is, all of the questions will pop up on the screen for you as 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10 for about 45 seconds, just in case there's a question you want to double check an answer to, or you maybe missed it because you had to duck out for a second. So that's what we do at the end of each round before we launch into a break. There's a question repeat section, which brings up all the questions again for about 45 seconds in increments of 5. So questions 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 45 seconds each. So it's about a minute and a half all up. And then we go into a break. So don't worry if you miss something, you will get a chance to see it at the end of each round, which is totally fine. Alright, question number 3 now is this. This reality star has a cosmetics company that landed her in Forbes' billionaires list as the youngest self-made billionaire. This reality star has a cosmetics company that landed her in Forbes' billionaires list as the youngest self-made millionaire. And Rug Boy, just realized I didn't get back to answering you, so I just want to keep the trivia rolling as well. But good to see you on YouTube, mate. Thanks for chiming in with the chat. I have been keeping well. As regards to the Adelaide Fringe, I'm hoping maybe sometime in the future I'll come back to it, but I'm settling in LA at the moment, so I'm just trying to get my feet kind of planted here for the time being. But now, Rug Boy, I definitely remember you, mate, and thanks for tuning in and jumping in for this. I'm glad to hear you and the kids are well. And that's okay if reality TV isn't your thing. If you're just viewing and watching it, feel free to just hang around and maybe you'll learn something random. But we're just here doing some trivia. I'll do it on Tuesdays and Fridays at California time, 7 PM PST, which I know is 12 noon in Melbourne the following day. I don't know what it is for Adelaide. Maybe you're like half an hour or an hour back or forward. I can't remember which way it goes because it's been a while. But yeah. But question number 3, this reality star has a cosmetics company that landed her in Forbes' billionaires list as the youngest self-made billionaire. Question number 4 now is this reality star appeared on the series Pop Stars, won, and then joined the girl group Eden's Crush before disbanding after 2 years. So this reality star appeared on the series Pop Stars, won, and then joined the girl group Eden's Crush before disbanding after 2 years. I'm glad to see the chat overlays working. I've got some YouTube and Twitch going on in that one. I don't think it brings the Facebook one over, unfortunately. it was meant to do that. So I've got a separate window with the Facebook chat up, and then I've got the rest in a combined one for Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer. I'm glad to see that the integrating is working on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, so this reality star appeared on the series Popstars, won, and then joined the girl group Eden's Crush before disbanding after 2 years. Question number 5. This one's a little bit of a longer question. Goes like this. One member stands out in this group who came 3rd on British television singing show The X Factor. He's part of a boy band who has swept the globe with their good looks and catchy hits. So one member stands out in this group who came 3rd on British television singing show The X Factor. He's part of a boy band who has swept the globe with their good looks and catchy hits. Who is this famous reality TV star? That's what we're asking here. Question number 5. Again, apologies for that Google form hiccup, but thanks for bringing it to my attention. Thanks for being patient with me while I quickly went in and fixed that for you. Now you'll be able to submit your answers to me properly through the Google form. Should be all good for each of the answers now, which is great. Yeah, one member stands out in this group who came 3rd. An English question. Yeah, I'm trying to branch out to cover all bases, to cover the world, my friend. I mean, I'm from Australia. I lived for about 7 and so years in Japan, and now I'm over living in LA, so I've got bits of the world with me too. So I have to branch out to cater to those 3 countries at least. So I figured, you know what, I've got to cater to as many as I can. So I want to try and make sure everyone has a bit of fun. And yes, an English question here. For question number 5. Question number 6 is this. Finishing 2nd on season 2 of the Glee project, this star became the first performer who uses a wheelchair to appear on a Broadway stage. And Rugboy from YouTube, LA, yes. Things are good for me, and I'm glad. Yeah, thank you for letting me know that all is good with you. I appreciate you tuning in and dropping in for a quick chat. Good to hear you well. And thanks for dropping your Facebook stuff too as well. I can get that onto you. No need to apologize for interrupting, mate. By all means, I encourage interaction, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitch, Facebook. We're here to have a bit of fun. I'm hosting trivia and interacting with all of you. That's what we're here for. Have a bit of fun. We have a drink together. We had a cheers moment earlier. But yeah, so question 6 now. He's finishing 2nd on season 2 of the Glee project. This star became the first performer who uses a wheelchair to appear on a Broadway stage. Question number 7 now is this. This lady featured on both The Real World San Diego and The Challenge, and is now known for her role as Mulan on ABC's Once Upon a Time. So this lady did alright. She did 2 different reality shows, and then got a role on a quite well-known television show. Good on her. I can't say the name because that would be giving away the answer, but good on her. Good on you. Person's name I can't say just yet until we go through the answers. Yes, this lady featured on both The Real World San Diego and The Challenge, and is now known for her role as Mulan on ABC's Once Upon a Time. So you've got 3 possible shows there that you could have seen. One of them isn't even a reality show that could help you with this answer. That could help you. Alrighty, question number 8 now. On Survivor, the Australian Outback Season 2, she finished 4th and quickly became well known when she landed a role as a co-host on The View. So on Survivor, the Australian Outback Season 2, she finished 4th and quickly became well known when she landed a role as co-host on The View. I believe that's a talk show. I think, was that the one maybe with Whoopi Goldberg on it? Maybe Rosie O'Donnell at some point? Again, haven't watched it, I just know that throughout my years at the gym, depending on what time of the day it is, I'm pretty sure this has been on one of the TV screens when I've walked past. So no, I don't actually personally watch it, but I know of it, and I think it's this show that I mean. I hope I'm not misleading people. It's a different show. If I am, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it's that show that I think I just said it was. If that helps at all. By the way, it's not either Whoopi Goldberg or Rosie O'Donnell. I'm pretty sure they weren't on the Survivor, the Australian Outback Season 2. In fact, I'm very sure they weren't. Alright, question number 9 now is this. Almost near the end of round 1, guys. You get to have a break soon. She won Season 4 of Top Chef, becoming the first female winner, and proceeded to open up 3 restaurants. Her surname is the name of a mountain goat in the Pyrenees Mountains. So there you go, a couple, like 2 random bits of information there, or a bit of random information amongst all that question. So she won Season 4 of Top Chef, she was the first female winner, and she proceeded to open up 3 restaurants afterwards. And also, to give you a hint, her surname is the name of a mountain goat in the Pyrenees Mountains. And Star Adams, no worries champ, thanks for tuning in and dropping by. Definitely catch you later, man. I might be streaming a game a little bit later, so I might catch you then. Otherwise, have an awesome night, my friend. Star Adams there. Really good Twitcher. If any of you are into Twitch and watch Twitch streams and all the rest of it, check out Star Adams. Very, very cool dude. Alright, and question number 10 is, after a controversial elimination on American Idol's 3rd season, she then won Best Supporting Actress for her elite level belting as Effie White in Dreamgirls. After a controversial elimination on American Idol's 3rd season, of course Star Adams, all good mate. On American Idol's 3rd season, she won Best Supporting Actress for her elite level belting as Elfie White in Dreamgirls. So there you go, you've got some American Idol, you've got some Dreamgirls, you see, different platforms I'm trying to give you guys hints for. Try and maybe narrow down who these famous reality TV stars could possibly be. That's what we're here for, trying to make sure we can have a bit of fun, maybe get some answers correct, have a, you know, enjoy ourselves. Remember, Four Pines Brewing will be back on board in July with some prizes and stuff, so that's very exciting. They've been helping out in the lead up to this in the last month or month and a half when I first started this. Yeah, so now that we've got to question 10, guys, what's going to happen now is that I'm going to pop the questions up on the screen for you, and they will appear in 1 to 5 order. So they're going to cover up the whole screen. They'll be like pretty much like this box here, but as in 5 of them. So 5 questions on the screen. 1 to 5, and then 6 to 10. And then we're going to immediately launch into a break after that. Now, if you don't need any question repeats, this is when you send your answers to me. So if you're doing it via Facebook Messenger, send me a screenshot on Facebook Messenger app of your answers and your team names, so that way I've got a copy of it. Or if you want to use the Google form and you're watching this via any of the other platforms, say YouTube or Twitch or Mixer, then use that Google form link that I've copied into the chat and in the title description and all the rest of it. Submit your answers. Remember to keep a copy of your answers on hand, maybe on a notepad, or maybe on the notepad on your computer. If you're using your computer, write them down with a pen and paper, because you're going to need to remember your answers so you can keep track of your score. And then submit the answers to me on the Google form sheets, and then you can have your break. But if you need the question repeats, they're about to pop up, then we launch into a break for a couple of minutes. We'll come back. I'm going to read out the cool team names that you all came up with, and then we'll go through the answers to round 1 before we launch into round 2. Alright guys? So until then, here are the question repeats, and enjoy your break.
shirt, I should have kissed you then. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you then. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wailing wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. I think I know you. We were here before the start of the storm. It's all around us, now we're coming back.
Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed the break. Thanks for sending me through your team names, guys. I got them all coming through, so I'm glad that the Google form got updated and fixed for you guys. And for those who sent it through on Facebook Messenger, I appreciate that as well. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the answers to the round. Now, I just got another answer team come through, so bear with me a sec. Gotta add that one to it. Alright, awesome. I'm pretty sure that's all, but again, if they do get sent through maybe halfway through or a little bit later, I'll add them to the teams that we already have. Yes, Rock Ultra, you submit after each round. So that way I've got a copy of your answers, and that way I know that I have your answers before we go through them. So that way I can be like, well, no, this is the scores that they have, and that's when I double check them all at the end, it is all good. So you submit them at the end of each round. So have you done that yet, Rock Ultra? If you haven't, I'll give you another 30 seconds to get that through, or maybe a bit longer because I've got some team names I can read. So yeah, definitely send them through at the end of each round. So before we go through the corresponding answers, alright? So the team names that I got submitted through, while I think I'm going to wait for Rock Ultra to submit his answers, we have Superstar Mama. Welcome and thanks for tuning in. We've also got Bagpipe Ball Bags. Bagpipe Ball Bags, good to see you, thanks for tuning in. We've got Team Goop, again, good to see you. Team Penguin and Pigeon, welcome back, regular team there. We've got Reality Samelity, maybe, I'm not too sure, but maybe they're not going to do too well with this round, but that's okay. That's okay. And then we've also got Rum Forest Rum. Now see, that's why I like... Ooh, my camera seems to be broken. How so? What's wrong with my camera? Ooh, we're getting a bit of laggage or something. Is it okay now? Is it coming through okay on your end? I hope it is. Well, let me just check and make sure these settings aren't messing up. I'll pause those settings. I think I accidentally pushed play on that one, which I wasn't meant to. So that one's paused now. We just want the comments. That's good. Then we just want the Twitch stream here, which is great. Alright, so everything should be... Alright, there we go. I think we're okay now. Let me know if the connection is a-okay now. Hopefully it catches up. Maybe just needs a second or two to catch up, but hopefully that's going to start coming through okay. It says it's on the green light down here for OBS, so that usually means it gets through okay. Kilobytes per second is a little bit low, but hopefully that bumps up momentarily. CPU seems to be okay. I'm using the OBS software, so usually that's pretty accurate telling me how things are. It's slowly coming up, so fingers crossed that starts getting better again. So do you guys need me to read the team names out again? I was going through the team names, so that's what I was originally doing before this decided to freak out on me. But we have Superstar Mama, we have Bagpipe Ball Bags, Goop, Team Penguin and a Pigeon, Reality Smelody, and Rum Forest Rum. Now those are the team names that I've had been submitted to me. If you do have more team name that you haven't, well, I didn't read out, maybe I've got to refresh my thing, or it's just got to come through to me, but definitely send your answers through, so that way I can have the team names come through to me on the Google form or the Facebook Messenger app. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring up the answers to the questions, so that way you guys can see how you all did. That's right, for round one that we have here, which is all on famous reality TV stars. Now as I load up this page, I'm going to scroll through the document here that we have. I've got it up on my iPad just so it was easier to manage. Alright, here we go. So, got that all there. I can bring up the corresponding questions as I'm saying them. So question number 1 for round 1 was, name the reality star that won the first season of American Idol. Well, that would be Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson, you remember her? Yep, she's still around, she's still singing. Man, she was amazing. I loved her performances. I love a lot of her music. I think she's really, really good. So I'm glad that she's still around and they're still playing her songs on the radio, because I did hear one of her songs while I was out earlier today. Question number 2. After winning the 4th season of American design competition show Project Runway, this reality star then launched his own namesake fashion label called what? It was called Christian Siriano. Christian Siriano. Also, the person's name. It's a self-titled label. So there you go. Christian Siriano, number 2. Question number 3. This reality star has a cosmetics company that landed her in Forbes' billionaires list as the youngest self-made billionaire. That person would be Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner for number 3. Number 4 is this reality star, appeared on the series Pop Stars, won, and then joined the girl group Eden's Crush before disbanding after 2 years. This would be Nicole Scherzinger. Now she would be well known as the Pussycat Dolls, but before she was part of the Pussycat Dolls, it was Eden's Crush that she went out with first. Had I obviously mentioned the Pussycat Dolls, it probably would have been a much easier question, but I had to have it a little bit tricky. But Nicole Scherzinger is number 4. Question number 5 now was one member stands out in this group who came 3rd on British television singing show The X Factor. He's part of a boy band who has swept the globe with their good looks and catchy hits. That would be Harry Styles. Harry Styles from One Direction. That's the band. Number 6. Finishing 2nd on season 2 of the Glee project, this star became the first performer who uses a wheelchair to appear on a Broadway stage. That would be Ali Stroker. Ali Stroker. Rock Ultra, no you are not silly. I probably wouldn't have got half of these. I would have guessed probably the first one, and the rest, I don't watch a lot of reality TV, so it's actually quite interesting I decided to do this, but I have a lot of suggestions for trivia themes and stuff, so I appease to the masses, and I put trivia nights on based on different round genres and stuff that people are into. So this was one of them. But yeah, Ali Stroker for number 6. Number 7 was this lady featured on both The Real World San Diego and The Challenge, and is now known for her role as Mulan on ABC's Once Upon a Time. This would be Jamie Chung. Jamie Chung for number 7. Number 8 is on Survivor the Australian Outback Season 2. She finished 4th and quickly became well known when she landed a role as a co-host on The View. That would be Elizabeth Hasselbeck, but originally it was Elizabeth Filarski. So if you had Filarski or Hasselbeck, either or was okay, because I think it was Filarski when she was on the reality show, but she has since changed her name, got married, or for whatever reason, now is known as Elizabeth Hasselbeck. So that's number 8. Number 9 now is this, almost at the end for this round of answers. She won season 4 of Top Chef, becoming the first female winner, and proceeded to open up 3 restaurants. Her surname is the name of a mountain goat in the Pyrenees Mountains. This would be Stephanie Izzard. Stephanie Izzard. Apparently all her restaurant names are goat-related names, or themed, I think, in some way, like named after a goat, hence why her surname being related, something about a mountain goat in the Pyrenees Mountains, or the name of one. It's all kind of like a running gag, and I guess something a common theme for that. So that's what her restaurants, I believe, have in common too, which is pretty cool. I like it when there's like a constant theme of things. And number 10, after a controversial elimination on American Idol's 3rd season, she won Best Supporting Actress for her elite level belting as Effie White in Dreamgirls. This was Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson for number 10. So there you go, those are the answers to round 1. Keep track of the score and how many you guys got correct. You'll need to submit your overall final score to me at the end of this entire trivia. So keep track of that. Hope you guys did well. Now we're going to move on to round 2. Oh, and I just realized that I was muted. My apologies. My apologies. Just realized the mic was muted. So, this is going to be a reality or fiction, true or false type round. Apologies, the trigger on the mic mute and not mute button happened to be on, so when I push spacebar to get the next one over, it also muted my mic at the same time. Don't you love multiple hotkeys when they do that stuff? If you've selected something else in the meantime. But yes, there we go. Thanks, Mixer. I appreciate that. Apologies for just muting myself there. So we are doing a reality or fiction multiple choice round. It's pretty much true or false. It's going to come up with a title down below. You need to tell me whether it's a reality show or it's fiction. So in other words, a reality TV show or not. Alright? So Jersey Shore, starting off with maybe an easy one if you know your reality TV shows. Or you don't know them. So Jersey Shore, reality or fiction. Question number 1. Remember you're using a new Google form sheet, selecting round 2 when you're submitting this next one. Alright, let's go to the next one. And Mike didn't mute itself, so that's great. Number 2, too cold to handle. Too cold to handle. Number 2, too cold to handle. Reality show or fiction? And my coaster just came off the bottom of my cup. And fell into the floor. Grab that. It's actually a friend made this coaster for me when I was over in Japan. It's a very kind of like cool looking painty styled coaster. She made a whole bunch of these, and we've got quite a few of them throughout the house. And it was Erica, legend of a person. She actually is an American, but we met over in Japan because we were working at Universal Studios theme park over there together. But yeah, she also dabbles in making cool stuff. Like coasters. But yeah, reality or fiction, too cold to handle. Number 2 there. Number 3 is this, The Simple Lie. Reality, show, or fiction? Reality show or fiction? The Simple Lie. Carson! Maybe you can, good sir, but we're here for doing some trivia, so I hope you're excited. We're doing a reality show themed trivia night. That's what we're doing. If you want to play, all you need to do is make a use a pen and paper and just write down the answers to each round. Use the Google form to submit them to me. Pretty straightforward. It's all good fun, so yeah, come along and play if you're interested, Carson. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Remember, don't put the answers in the comments. We've got that little note up there. Don't put answers in the comments, no spoilers obviously. Use pen and paper and you'll be sending me the answers at the end of each round. So reality or fiction for The Simple Lie, A or B? Question number 4 is this. The Osbournes, reality show or fiction? Reality show or fiction? The Osbournes, reality show or fiction? Which one is it? A 50-50 round, guys. Almost giving you the answers. That's what we're doing. Almost. Almost. The Osbournes. Question number 4 there. Question number 5 now is this. Naked and Afraid, reality show or fiction? Naked and Afraid, reality show or fiction? Cheers to everyone playing as well. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Naked and Afraid, reality show or fiction? I did love looking up a lot of random questions. I mean, I do, for all the different trivia rounds that I come up with, I get to learn a whole bunch of random things. But yeah, finding out how many different types of reality TV shows there are, guys. There's lots. There are lots. Like, seriously. Maybe too much. In fact, no, yes, very much so. Too many. Too many. There's a lot. Question 6. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Reality show or fiction? Reality show or fiction? Yeah, a lot of reality TV shows. Maybe you guys have seen a lot of them. Maybe you're big fans I've seen a few over my time, but for the most part, not the biggest fan of all of them because I think it just got out of control. Like, they started off slow and it was pretty cool. Yes, Rock Ultra, I do, but I'm doing this whole segment stuff at home purely because with this whole COVID situation going on in the world, the venues that I was doing at least over here in California, is actually still closed, so I haven't been able to do it live, but I usually do it at different pubs or bars, and I'm doing it here in California, and I did it in Australia at about 3 or 4 different bars a week, when I first started out down there, and hosted an annual tournament for a company down there in front of a couple of thousand people, so that was super rad. But yeah, and I'm doing it over here as well, which is good fun, so it's only one night a week at the moment over here. It's on a Wednesday night that I do it, but yeah, because of the whole COVID situation, everything's temporarily on hold. Hopefully that gets back up and running soon once it's, you know, deemed safe and new safety guidelines and conditions are in place. So I'm ready to get back into it, but I'm also enjoying doing this from home because, I mean, I can do it at home. It's chill. So yeah. I'm not sure if you're, well, I know you're actually from a little bit, a different country, I believe, Rock Ultra, so I guess you can't come to my ones in attendance. Live attendance, anyway, in person. Because I think you're in the UK, from memory, correct? And I'm over in California, but yes. I do quiz hosting. And this is technically quiz hosting right now. Love and First Sight. Reality, show, or fiction? Love and First Sight. How about yourself, Rock Ultra? Have you done any quiz hosting yourself? I've met quite a few people, obviously, when I started quiz hosting, and all the rest of us. I've got a lot of friends back home in Australia, and a couple of people I know out here that do it. It's good fun. Good community of people. Everyone seems really cool, really chill, easy going. I mean, that's pretty much the vibe. And the venue I do it at, I got all the audience and the regulars that come down are really cool. I think that's what I love about it too. You get your regulars to tune in all the time, and you get your new people coming in and out, so you get to hang out with people that, you know, pretty much become your friends, as well as meet new people. So it's quite fun. But yeah, Love and First Sight there. Number 7 is a reality show or fiction. Number 8, Flavor of Love. Flavor of Love. Is it a reality show or fiction? Reality show or fiction? Reality show or fiction? Could always fly over for a quiz. I would happily fly over to the UK, mate, for a quiz host. If someone wants to pay me to fly over and host trivia over in the UK, I would be all for it, mate. I mean, I've been to the UK, it was back in 2011, so almost 10 years ago now, but I loved it there. People were really, really nice and friendly, had an absolute blast over there. A lot of fun. I'd love to go back. And I have heard that quizzes and trivia is quite popular over there too, so no doubt I would do well doing a job like this over there. But that's pretty cool that you've done some bingo hosting. Hey man, hosting's key. It's an interesting skill. Takes quite a bit of confidence to get up and do it, but the rewards are great. Number 9, reality or fiction, Escape into the Night. Sounds creepy. Sounds creepy, like this would almost be a horror kind of movie. Maybe they need more reality shows that are horror based. Like, I don't mean like Fear Factor stuff where they just like present you with like your fears and you gotta conquer them. Although mind you, when they do, they get lots of money or whatever, so that's cool. But I mean like full horror styled ones, like grab 10 people and put them into a haunted house and don't let them out for, I don't know, kind of like Big Brother but in a haunted house. It's pretty much that. That would be great. And just scare the pants off them. That would be entertaining. And yeah, pub quizzes, weekly quiz, and local pub, that's always good fun. I love the vibe of that too. It's always good fun. Rock Ultra. On Twitch there. Facebook chat's a bit quiet tonight. I haven't seen many people commenting or posting in there. Hopefully that chat actually is live and up to date. That's the only one that's not in my chat overlay. So Facebook people, if you're watching this and you're thinking I'm being a little bit rude, I'm not. It's just I'm not sure if the chat is updating. Maybe we gotta go into the video and use the chat there. Don't comment on the actual link or the feed, because that's the notification for Facebook, not actually the chat. But yeah, hopefully it's working for you guys. If not, shoot me a messenger on Facebook and let me know, and just say, hey, Jez, there's been some comments that you haven't been referencing to, because Facebook one's the only one that doesn't for some reason get brought over into the chat overlay, even though I was told it would. And Builder Bruce! Life is good, good sir. How are you? We're doing trivia here. It's reality TV shows. We're just getting through round 2 now. It's all about reality show or fiction. For this one, reality show or fiction. And then number 10 is The Hill. Number 10, The Hill. Is it a reality show or fiction? You'll test it. Well, I did the Facebook feed chat, so I don't know why that chat doesn't integrate over. It's the only one that doesn't, so I've got a separate window for the Facebook chat. Usually it updates, but it just seems to be very quiet. Anglerman, welcome! Are you a fan of Deji? Because your hairstyle's on point. I don't know who Deji is, but it was all about the shaved head, man. Vin Diesel, Jason Statham, that kind of style. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. And it's just easy to maintain. I can do it myself. Saves me money. Although I do have good friends that are hairdressers, so I kind of miss going out and just hanging out with them when they used to cut my hair. But going the shaved option, mate. So much easier. So much easier. But yeah, number 10 is The Hill, reality show or fiction. Now, if you are just tuning in, you don't know how this works, that's totally fine. We're about to have a question repeat section, which what happens, the questions for this round will pop up on the screen in order of 1 to 5, and then 6 to 10. So this is just in case you want to double check an answer that you've got, or maybe you were absent for 1 or 2 of the questions, and you want to make sure, so that's how you can actually get into it and go about with double checking your answers before you submit them. And then after that, we'll go into a break, so yeah, this is when you'll be sending me your answers once again, using the Google form in the title description of the videos, or in the comments if you need it. If you do need the Google form link again, let me know, and I can post it in the comments of the corresponding stream platforms you're using. Otherwise, we're going into a break now, guys, so remember you got to send your answers in to me. We'll come back with the answers to round 2 and then launch into round 3. So we'll be back nice and soon, guys. Stay with us and we'll be back soon.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed a lip. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus, when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September.
Alrighty, ladies and gents, and we are back just like that. Hello, hello again. Alright, so we're going to go through the answers to round 2 now. Thank you all for sending your answers through once again, either using the Google form or the Facebook Messenger app. That is greatly appreciated. And now, so without further ado, let's get the answers up, shall we? So I'm going to quickly bring them up on my iPad for you guys, because I've got them all written down there. And I'll get the corresponding answers or questions to pop up on the screen, and then you'll know which ones we're obviously referring to. So yes, welcome back, guys. We're going to go through the answers to round 2 now. So question number 1 was about Jersey Shore. Was it a reality show or is it fiction? Question number 1, it is reality. Reality show. So A, reality is what you're looking for Jersey Shore. Question number 2, Too Cold to Handle. Is it a reality show or fiction? It is actually fiction. It's actually a book. And the one that's very close to it is Too Hot to Handle. That's the reality show. Not Too Cold to Handle. Too Cold to Handle is fiction. It's a book. So it was fiction for number 2. Number 3, The Simple Lie. Is it reality or fiction? Well, it's in the title. It is an actual lie. It's not reality, it's fiction. Because it's just taken off from the Simple Life reality TV show. But also The Simple Lie is also a book. So again, this one is fiction. So 3, fiction. Number 4, The Osbournes. Is it a reality show or fiction? It is a reality show. Reality for number 4. Number 5, Naked and Afraid. Is it a reality show or fiction? Now this one you may think is fiction, but it actually is a reality show. And if you haven't heard of it, well, I hadn't either until I started doing research for reality shows. Like I said, there are a lot. There are a lot of reality TV shows, so check them out if, I guess, you're a big reality fan. But yeah, Naked and Afraid reality show. Number 6, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, reality show or fiction? That is indeed a reality show, and it is now just called Queer Eye. They removed For the Straight Guy when I think it came back on air. I think they did a whole bunch of seasons, stopped, and then brought it back and removed the For the Straight Guy title. But yes, reality show number 6. Number 7, Love and First Sight. Love and First Sight. Now, this one is fiction, because it's not Love at First Sight, which is actually what the reality show is called. Love and First Sight is actually incorrect. So, fiction for number 7. Number 8, Flavor of Love. Sounds like an amazing book, but it is not. It's a reality TV show. It's a reality TV show. Flavor of Love. Number 8, reality. Number 9, Escape into the Night. Again, this sounds like a scary one. This would be really cool, I think, if it was a reality TV show, but it's not. It's fiction. It is fiction. So there we go, guys. It is not a reality TV show. At least not yet. At least not yet. Maybe they'll get an idea because they'll get amazing feedback from this trivia video and people will be like, we should make one based on the People's Dwarf's recommendation. He's a cool dude. I agree. Thanks, random person making TV shows. And number 10, The Hill. It is also fiction. The Hill is also fiction. So there we go, guys. That was the reality or fiction, true or false options there. Hopefully you did well with that round as well. Remember to keep track of your scores. You'll be sending them to me at the very end of all this. So without further ado, now we're moving on to the picture round. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. So we've now got a picture round based on location or set. So what's going to happen pretty much in this vicinity here where I am is going to pop up a picture of a location or set from a particular reality TV show. You have to tell me the name of that show. And I'm going to maybe duck out to the side while this is all happening. Well, I'll try to, depending on where the picture goes. But let's get an idea of how the first one's going to look. Now, hopefully, these look big enough on your screens, whether you're watching this on a phone, iPad, laptop, big desktop computer, projecting it onto a TV, whatever you're doing it. Hopefully, this works out for you. This one was a little bit trickier without covering the whole screen, so I hope they are detailed enough to be recognizable. And also, I've removed obvious logos to not give away the answer. So here's the first one. Here's the first one. Now what I want you to do is to name the show based on this location or set. Name the show based on this location or set. These are all picture rounds. This is what we usually do. Depends on, it's all different kinds of pictures for different themed trivia nights that we do. So today's one is all about reality TV shows. On Friday we have one that's themed for transportation sensation, which is all about different modes of transport. So that one's going to be an exciting round. And then the following week we've got animation sensations. So that'll be about cartoons and anime and anything pretty much animated. And also if you guys want the June schedule, I actually do have a copy of that I can put up as well. That's to give you a heads up on the trivia night, upcoming trivia nights. Otherwise you can just shoot me a private message and ask me and I'll happily let you know what they are. That way you can maybe do some study in advance. But yeah, number 1, name the show for this one. Let's have a look at number 2 now. Number 2 is this one. Number 2 is this one. Name the show based on this location or set. Now I've removed, again, all the logos or anything that would be a dead giveaway. We're going for actual just location or set pictures. And Karen, you're in the Facebook chat. Welcome. Good to see you there. Yeah, we're doing a picture round now. Location and set. Name of the reality TV show based on the pictures. Number 2 is this one. Number 3 now is this one here. I'm going to duck over this side. I'm going to see my eyes in the corner. Maybe I'll just hide behind the question sheets because my beer's on this side. So name the show based on the location or set here. So what do we name this show? Location or set. Some will be trickier than others. Karen Graham, you, in the Facebook chat, you want the question 10 answer for round 2. You missed that one, that's fine. I can quickly get that for you. So question 10 for round 2 was fiction. So Karen Graham in the Facebook chat, just for round 2's question 10 answer, it was fiction, in case you missed that. Fiction. This one is named the show here for number 3. Let's move on to number 4 now. This image here. Looks like a bit more of a panoramic style photo. Hopefully you guys can make it out. Or at least see something on there that'll help make it out. And no worries, Karen, you're welcome. Rock Ultra, The Hill was a TV show from 2006-ish. I don't think it's a reality TV show, though. So reality or fiction. So it's more reality TV show. If it's just an actual normal TV show, then that doesn't count as a reality TV show. But I can double check that for you in the next break. I'll have a look for The Hill. Thanks for the heads up. For the most part, I do my research for these questions, but sometimes I may miss something. Most of the time I don't, but I do appreciate people correcting me, because hey, we all get to learn. This is the fun part of trivia. I get to learn how to pronounce certain words and learn random facts when I'm coming up with questions. And fact-checking certain stuff. And you guys get to learn all the stuff that I've put out here. It's great fun. Everybody wins! At least something. Knowledge is key. Number 5! This one right here. What is this one right here? Name the show. Name the show for this one. Halfway through. Picture rounds, guys. Halfway through. Picture rounds always exciting. Trying to figure out which shows from the set or location photos. Number 6 is this one here. What do we think this one here is? Got 5 chairs there. We've got a nice little backdrop. Got sparkly lights on the top. We've got a couple of tables. What could it be? What could it be? Again, set or location photos. Some of them are easier than others. Had to do a bit of a mix and randomize these ones, so I can't give all easy, but also can't give all too hard. Number 7. This one here, this show. Maybe you know this one? Looks like a nice night wherever it is. Gorgeous night. Nice location out the front there. There's some trees. There's a building or house. You tell me the name of the show. Name of this show. Number 7. Number 8 now. Hopefully the pictures are coming up okay for you guys. This one here. Maybe this could be an easy one. Then again, it depends. If you don't watch any reality TV show, then I guess none of these are easy. But you might know this one. I know this one was one I watched for a while. There you go, people have been here for a while in this stream. You would have known I watched them early on. Didn't watch a lot of reality show, but I did watch some early on. So that's kind of a hint. So it's obviously not super new. Number 9 is this one. This one has a few people in it. What do you think they're discussing? What do you think they're talking about? What possible show could this be? Well, you tell me, and if you guess correctly, you get a point. That's how easy it is. Again, no points lost if you get incorrect, so even if you don't know how to guess, have a guess. I encourage guessing. Alright, coming up to the last one now, guys. The last one for this round. This one here. This picture looks pretty cool. Looks like something from Tron. I think it's that much in focus that I'm now out of focus, because I now can't get back into focus. I do have to move forward again. Come on, camera. Focus on me, not the image. Focus on me. I'm here. I'm human. You know what? When the image goes away, it'll refocus. Rock Culture says this is the best TV show ever. Ain't gonna give it away. Well, there we go. It is a pretty good show. And the quality of the photo is really good. Hopefully you guys can get this one. Now with this one, I've had to split up the question repeats into 3 sections. That's right, not 2. So it won't be 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. I think it's 1 to 4, 5 to 7, 8 to 10. So I had to split them up because I'll try to get the pictures, you know, at least a decent size again, or at least to match what was on the screen for you, so you can have a look at them again in case you need them. But yeah, so that's what I've done for the question repeats. Hey, there we are, back in focus again. It was just that image. I guess that image was just a really high quality picture. It was just throwing the camera, like, focus off. It was like, no, we have to focus on this beautiful picture. Sorry, the people's dwarf. We have to leave you out. You can be blurred in the background. It's not all about you at this moment. Which technically it wasn't. It wasn't all about me. It was about that picture on the screen for you guys. You had to tell me what location or set that reality show was. That's right, the reality show. So, that is the end of round 3, guys. The picture round. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, again, we're going to have the question repeats pop up, which will be the pictures from said round we just did. They're going to come up in 3 sections, so that way the size of the images are at least around the same size as you saw on the screen, in case you want a second look. If you have got your answers already, again, Facebook message screenshot if you're using the messenger option. Otherwise, Google Forms, send me the answers through again, like you've been doing, but submitting for round 3. And then obviously after the question repeats, into another break before we come back, go through the answers to round 3, and then launch into our final round, round 4, which is the confidence round. I'll explain how that works when we come back. So get excited. It is a little bit different, but again, it's an exciting round, and it's always exciting for the last round. So guys, here come the question repeats. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be back very soon.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed you. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus, when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' boat.
Alright, ladies and gents, we are back. Welcome! Thanks again for sending through your answers to round 3. I have got them successfully, so that is great. So now I want to go through the answers to the picture round, which was guessing the reality TV show based on the location or set. So it was a picture round, which is very exciting. So we're going to go through the answers to that now. I'm going to bring the pictures back up on the screen and then read out the answers as we go. So it is a little bit like this. The first one looked like this. What is the name of this show? This show is called Top Gear. So Top Gear is this question here. Top Gear for number 1. Number 2, this one here, what's it look like? They're outdoors, they've got like a little fire in the middle. It is indeed Survivor. Now, it is actually the Australian Survivor, but if you put Survivor, because I know there's an American one as well, if you put Survivor, that's A-OK. I'll give you a thumbs up, and you get the point for that as well. So, number 2, Survivor. Number 3, this one here. Now, it's a bit of a shot from further back. This is the actual location of where this show is shot. So, this could be a tricky one. It is actually the Great British Baking Show. The Great British Baking Show. That's what this one's from. Number 3, the Great British Baking Show. Number 4 now is this one. It's a little bit of a panoramic shot there, where they've started and just panned around there. So they've got the big stage up the back there, and it actually had a bit of the logo there, so I had to get rid of that, otherwise it would have been too obvious. But this one is America's Next Top Model. America's Next Top Model, number 4. America's Next Top Model. Rock Ultra said, how long left? We've probably got about 20 minutes left, so I'm going to try and speed up through these, then we just got one round left, Rock Ultra, so hopefully if you can hang around for that, that'll be awesome. If not, I'll totally understand if you've got to bail, because you do have, and you need to get a bit of sleep before the next day. I know it's late where you are, so totally up to you. I'll try and rush through this for you, and for everyone else as well, they need to get elsewhere. But yeah, that park from before is where the Great British Bake Show is held, from number 3. But number 4, this is America's Next Top Model. This one here with the beanbags and everything else outside is actually Love Island. Love Island for number 5 there. Karen put RuPaul's Drag Show. Very close, Karen, but no, that's got a different one, I believe. There's a different setup. So this one here is Love Island. Number 6, this one here with all the chairs and whatnot, this is Shark Tank. This is called Shark Tank, a reality show called Shark Tank. So hopefully you know that one or got that one. Number 7, this one here, which had that gorgeous sky shot behind it with a house and trees. This one is The Bachelor. The Bachelor, number 7 there for name that show, The Bachelor. Number 8 is this one here. I don't even need to look at my answers for this one. This one's great because the president of the photo is actually doing it. So you think you could dance. That's right, he's dancing. And what a leap that person is doing in that photo. So you think you can dance. Number 8. Number 9, this one here where they're sitting around the table at a business meeting kind of thing. It is The Apprentice. It is The Apprentice. Not the one with Donald Trump. It is the different one. The different version. I think it's the UK version if I am correct on that one. So I didn't want to put the one with Trump on it. That would have been too obvious. Oh, my video just froze. Uh-oh, is everything okay? Oh, we're coming back. That's alright. Just had a bit of a lag there. Apologies if it just lagged for you guys there. I just froze on my end. But yes, so number 10, as Rock Ultra said, this is apparently one of the best shows ever. This was a pretty good show. It's still a pretty good show. This is The Voice. You're the voice, try and understand it. Johnny Farnham. That's not actually the name of the show. It's just a song from John Farnham. Great song. Aussie artist there. But yeah, The Voice is the TV show for this particular one here. So hopefully you guys did well for that one. Now, what we're going to do is open up round 4, which is the confidence round, the final round of the night. I'm going to quickly explain how this works for new people who have never been before. Then we're going to launch into it. So it's 10 random questions. Now, usually they're from any and every type of genre. Because this is a themed trivia session, it is still about reality television shows. So rather than just having a picture round or multiple choice or famous reality stars, these are all 10 random questions in regards to reality TV shows. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to get answers all the way from 1 to 10. Stephanie Reed, welcome on the Facebook chat. We're just going through the confidence round, the final round of the trivia. Feel free to join in. It is a fun and exciting round. So what you're going to do, 10 random questions. It's all about reality TV. And then once you got your answers for all the questions, you're then going to rank your answers 10 to 1. 10 being the highest and most confident, all the way down to 1 being the least confident and the lowest. And the way that works is, for each correct answer you get your rank answer score as points. So for example, if you were really confident in an answer you gave and you put a rank number of 9, and that answer turns out to be correct, you'll get 9 points just for that answer alone. So this round alone, you can get a possible 55 points. 55 points just in this round alone, if you get everything correct. Hence why it's a little more expanded in what questions it can include. So that way it's not as easy for everybody. And also it's a little more randomized, that way it's a bit more of a challenge. So you got to be a bit more confident, hence the confidence round. Now each rank number you can only use once. So once you've used 10, the next highest you can use is a 9, then an 8, then a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can't just put a big fat 10 on every single answer, that's not how it works. 10 is for the most confident one, then 9 is for the next most confident, then 8 is for the next most confident, and so on and so forth, okay? So possible 55 points. Again, you don't lose points for any incorrect answers. We don't deduct points. It's just this round you have a possible chance of getting big points just in this round alone. Hence why it's very exciting. It's right near the end, and it's a little bit more range in regards to the types of questions. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. Question number 1 is this. Who is both the host and a judge on America's Next Top Model? Now, sometimes I do throw an easy question or two in there just to help everybody out. Because sometimes maybe people aren't, I don't know, in touch with the theme that they do, but they're supporting and they want to get involved in trivia, maybe learn a little bit of trivia from random stuff. This one being about reality TV shows. So maybe you want to learn some random stuff about it. Maybe you're going to hear about a show and be like, oh my god, maybe I'll check that out. Or maybe you'll see that and be like, oh my god, that sounds or looks horrible. I don't want to watch that, ever. Which is great, and that's totally up to you. This is what this one is about, reality shows. And then on Friday, it's all about transportation sensations. So anything about modes of travel and rides and that kind of stuff. So vehicles, planes, trains, automobiles, all that stuff is on Friday's one. Or Saturday, depending on where you're watching from. At the moment, it's still Tuesday night, so maybe it's Wednesday morning or midday from where you guys are. So Friday for me would be Saturday for you guys, if that's the case. Yeah, who is both the host and a judge on America's Next Top Model? Number 1. Number 2. How many teams raced in each of the first 2 seasons of The Amazing Race? The Amazing Race. This was a show I remember watching the first time it came out too. Because it seemed a little different from, you know, different reality type of shows, rather than just talent-based or lock people in a house or people camping on an island or whatever. This one was a little bit different. There was kind of like cool challenges, and they got to like travel. I'm a big fan of traveling, so that would have been really cool. And it's 1:02 p.m. Wednesday there. That's where Rugboy is, and that's in Adelaide. So there you go. So it would be Saturday around this time for you, for the one that I'll be doing on Friday, but your Saturday in Adelaide, Rugboy on YouTube there. Yeah, Amazing Race I was a fan of because they got to travel. I'm a big traveler. I love traveling. Yeah, how many teams raced in each of the first 2 seasons of The Amazing Race? Must have changed in the 3rd season. But for the first 2, it's the same number. How many teams in each season? Number 3 now. What show divides overweight men and women into 2 teams? What show divides overweight men and women into 2 teams? There you go. Some of these questions are easier than others. Some will be tricky. Sometimes when there's not an actual themed trivia night at all, it's just 4 random rounds of trivia, that's when the confidence round is very random. Super random, because there's no set theme that I keep to. I literally grab questions from anywhere and everywhere and put them into the mix. It's good fun. I try and cover a lot of different themes and topics for those ones. Just a little bit of random, so there'll be like geography, history, entertainment, anything and everything, math. But for this one, reality TV. You guys are going to narrow it down for you. Yeah, what show divides overweight men and women into 2 teams? Number 4. What MTV reality show features Ashton Kutcher pulling pranks on celebrities? What MTV reality show features Ashton Kutcher pulling pranks on celebrities? Rock Ultra, I'm glad that you have tuned in and you're enjoying it. Again, I know the time difference is a bit tricky for you in the UK. It's like 4 a.m.-ish where you are, so I appreciate you tuning in on Twitch. You're a champion. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad this is bringing pleasure to all of you who are enjoying this. Thanks for tuning in. If you have other friends or family or people that you think would enjoy trivia, tell them to hit me up and follow. If you're on Twitch, follow my Twitch feed. If you're on Facebook, jump on my page and like it, and that way you'll be notified. If you're on my YouTube, bam, subscribe to that one too. Mixer, I think it's the same thing. I just added Mixer so I could integrate all the chats. I don't actually know how Mixer works too much, but it looks very similar to Twitch. So again, follow, like, subscribe, whichever one it is. Thanks, Mixers, if you are watching from there. Alrighty, number 5 now is this. Nicola Roberts won The Masked Singer in 2020. Which animal costume did she fool the judges with? So Nicola Roberts won The Masked Singer in 2020. So this year, if you're a Masked Singer fan, watcher, maybe you know which animal costume did she fool the judges with. I heard about this show. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, so I didn't know what the answer was. But it's okay, because I'm the host. I don't need to know the answers. Well, only at the end to give them to you, but I don't need to know them before that. But I need to know them when I'm researching the questions too. Lucid TV, how you doing? Welcome to the Twitch stream. We're doing some trivia, or Trivs at home is what I call it. It's just fun trivia. This one is on reality TV shows, so if you're interested, we're just doing the final round now. You can just hang around and have a look. And by all means, if you want to play and jump in for this final round, you totally can, because there's still big points up for grabs. What you do is you put all your answers down, then you rank them 10 to 1. 10 being the highest, 1 being lowest. And you, whatever correct answers you get your rank score as points, just for this round. You can't use each rank number more than once, so once you've used 10 for something, the next highest one has to be a 9, then an 8, then a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down to 1. And you can submit that to me via the Google Forms link. It's in the video description. So also the chat. If you need me to send it through again, I can do that. Otherwise, just feel free to watch and see how it works, and tune in next time when we do it on Friday or Saturday, depending on where you're watching it from. Alright, question number 6 now. Again, this is on reality TV shows. Which British chef hosts MasterChef Junior in the USA? Which British chef hosts MasterChef Junior in the USA? British chef hosts MasterChef Junior in the USA. Now, don't put any of the answers in the comments using your pen and paper. Just write down your answers and then send them to me, either Facebook Messenger app with a screenshot, or use the Google Form link. I'm going to submit them all on there. Very exciting. And remember, we're not accepting tips and donations, so put your money towards these Black Lives Matter movement pages. Depending on where you're from, there's one for the US, one for Australians, and a YouTube link as well. If you can't actually donate money, you can just watch that with the ads on, and the money made from the ads gets donated. So you can just leave that running in the background, and you're helping out. That's mean, a little goes a long way. Number 7 now is this one. What did the panel on Dragon's Den say when they reject a person's money-making idea? Didn't even know there was a show called Dragon's Den until I came up with these questions. What did the panel on Dragon's Den say when they reject a person's money-making idea? John Rankin, welcome to the stream on Facebook there. Tuned in a bit late, champ, but that's alright. We're just near the end. Hope you're doing well. Okay, question 7. What did the panel on Dragon's Den, that's apparently a show, what do they say when they reject a person's money-making idea? Question number 7. This is the confidence round, the final round. Number 8. Which Singapore-born reality star gained immense popularity following the show A Shot at Love with, insert name here, on MTV? Which Singapore-born reality star gained immense popularity following the show A Shot at Love with, tell me the name, on MTV? That's where it is. Rock Ultra asks, is there any way you want us to send you our answers? So in regards to when you're doing it through the Google form, so when you enter your answer, put a space and then put your rank number next to it. So you should be able to enter text and numbers. And then that way I'll know when the answers come through what rank number you've also given each answer that you're submitting, alright, for the Google form. So obviously those doing on the Facebook, when you do the Facebook Messenger app, put your answers and then write the rank number next to it, and then when you're screenshotting that through to me, that's how it works. With the Google form, when you enter the answer in the corresponding question spot, just put a space or a dash and then put the number rank you want next to it in the same answer box. Alright, does that make sense? It's easy to do. That should work for you. Dragon's Den is similar to Shark Tank. Oh, okay, so it's like, I guess the business ideas thing is what it's about. So pitching business ideas. I think that's what Shark Tank is about too. I'd only heard of Shark Tank. I haven't actually watched it, but I heard that it was about pitching business ideas or something to like investors. I think that's what it is. So business sharks kind of thing. Alright, number 9 now is this. So this describes something. Describes a show. Take between 8 to 20 assaulted people, strip off most of their belongings and put them in a sealed house. Add cameras, tasks, and group tensions. Every week or so, remove the most drained candidate. What's the show? And Karen, thank you for confirming that's what Dragon's Den is, and Shark Tank. I'm glad my reading skills were correct, because I haven't actually watched them, I just read about Shark Tank. But Dragon's Den does sound like that. Sounds cool though. Are there dragons? If there's dragons, I may just watch. If it's just about business ideas, probably not. But if it's dragons that are potential investors for business ideas, that could change a lot of things. That could change, like, the whole dynamic. In fact, I would start coming up with business ideas just to try and get on the show to see dragons. I was going to meet the dragons. I don't care if I win or lose, just go hang out with some dragons. It's probably not that, but it'd be cool if it was. But yeah, take between 8 to 20 assorted people, strip off most of their belongings, and put them in a sealed house. Add cameras, tasks, and group tensions. Every week or so, remove the most drained candidate. What's the show? What does this show describe? Tell me which one you think it is. Karen says no business, money, investors. Oh, okay. So it's pretty much like a GoFundMe, but a reality show. GoFundMe. And question number 10, final question of the round. Is it true or false? Love Island has won a BAFTA award. True or false? Love Island has won a BAFTA award. True or false? There you go, another 50-50 question thrown in for the confidence round. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky. So there you go, guys. Once again, the question repeats will pop up in case you need them. But if you are done with your answers, remember to submit them through to me with the ranking score next to your corresponding answers, so I know which ones you're putting them next to. So when I'm double checking them at the end and double confirming your scores, once you set me your final scores and I double check to confirm it's all correct, because 2 heads are better than 1, then that's how I'll know be able to do it for the ranking ones. And Karen says, no, like Shark Tank, you pitch your business ideas. Oh, okay. And John Rankin says, I'm watching you on my TV. Awesome. So he's got me up on the TV. That's rad. Thank you, John Rankin. Well, I'm glad I'm on your TV. Look at that. I'm a star now. I'm a TV star. A reality TV star, I guess. This is reality. This is real. Yeah, I'm on his TV. That works. Reality TV. Reality TV. That works. Thanks. Thanks, John. Pete, I didn't make a question about myself, eh? Maybe next time. Alright, so the question repeats are going to pop up. Remember to put the rank score next to your answers as you submit them using the Google Forms. If you need the question repeats, are going to pop up right now. We're going to launch into a break. We'll come back, go through the answers, and then we'll have another quick break again just to double check the scores when I'm doing all that. And then we'll come back and find out who has won tonight's trivia. And I'm on Karen Graham's TV too. Look at that. I'm on 2 different TVs. That's rad. Now I'm definitely making it. I am famous, people. That is great. But yes, thank you. Alright, here we go, guys. Question repeats coming right up. And then we'll go to a break. Enjoy.
answer. I should have kissed you then. Your hair was longer. I pulled away from it. Moved to the city over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors. I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you then. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wailing wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. I think I know you. We were here before the start of the storm. It's all around us, now we're coming back.
Alrighty, guys, we are back. That's right, round 4. Thank you guys for getting your answers through. If you still need to get them through, you've got about another probably 30 seconds to a minute, but make sure you get those last answer submissions through, guys. You, you need them sent through before we start going through the answers for the confidence round. That's right, the confidence round, very exciting, slightly different round. The way it works for this one is that you're ranking your own answers, and the rank score that you get is the points that you get for each correct answer just for this round. So say you put a 8 next to an answer that turns out to be correct. Awesome, thank you Rock Ultra for sending that through, champion. And I just got a couple of others sent through as well as I was talking. Fantastic, look at that. Nothing like adding on the peer pressure of jumping back on screen. That's alright, I was gonna wait a little longer anyway, guys. I gotcha, you're my pals. But yeah, so obviously if you've put an 8 next to a correct answer, you get 8 points just for that answer alone. So again, a very exciting round. It's a good round to get a lot of big points. So even if you don't do too well in the first 3 rounds, this one you can get a lot of big points in. John Rankin from the Facebook chat says they've had commercials with the Muppets. Oh, for that. That was for the the Facebook portal. I didn't know. Maybe I'll have a look because the Muppets are cool. So I'll try and look up what the Facebook portal is and see how that is. But alright, so what we're going to do now is go through the answers nice and quick to the final round of this trivia, and then we're going to go into a break once more. Now, usually we have Risa May performing during this last break, so you have a bit of singing and amazing vocals to listen to entertain you while I'm double checking the scores. But unfortunately, she can't sing tonight, so she won't be doing that. So we're just going to be launching into our break screen again for that moment until I get the scores double checked. So it shouldn't be too long, and then we'll come back and I'll announce the winners of tonight's trivia. So, let's get right into the questions and the answers for this particular round. Question 1 was, who is both the host and judge of America's Next Top Model? That is Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks, that's right. And I believe there was only one season that she didn't do, and that was Rita Ora in season 23. But all the rest was Tyra Banks being host and judge. So, look at that commitment, Tyra Banks. Good work. Good work. So, Tyra Banks, number 1. Number 2... how many teams raced in each of the first 2 seasons of The Amazing Race? Well, that would be 11. 11 teams raced in the first 2 seasons of The Amazing Race. 11 for number 2. Number 3, what show divides overweight men and women into 2 teams? That would be The Biggest Loser. The Biggest Loser for number 3 there. Number 4, what MTV reality show features Ashton Kutcher pulling pranks on celebrities? That show is called, or was called, Punk'd. P-U-N-K ''D. That's right, spelled to be all cool and hip. You got punked. That was a fun show. I remember watching that a bit when it first came around. Number 5, Nicola Roberts won The Masked Singer in 2020. Which animal costume did she fool the judges with? That would be the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee animal costume for number 6 there. Oh, sorry, number 5. Number 5. Number 6 is this next one here. Number 6. Which British chef hosts MasterChef Junior in the USA? Well, that would be Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay for number 6. Number 7 is, what did the panel on Dragon's Den say when they reject a person's money-making idea? They say, I'm out. I'm out. There you go. I'm out. As in, I don't want in on that, I guess, is what they mean by that. Now that I know what the show's about, I'm out. As in, I don't want in. That makes sense. Number 8. Which Singapore-born reality star gained immense popularity following the show A Shot of Love with... blah blah on MTV? Well, that would be Tila Tequila. Tila Tequila. For number 8 there. Tila Tequila. Number 9 describes the show. What kind of show did it describe? Take between 8 to 20 assorted people, strip up most of their belongings, and put them in a sealed house. Add cameras, tasks, and group tensions. Every week or so, remove the most drained candidate. The show is Big Brother. Big Brother is the show we're looking for question number 9 there. And number 10, true or false, Love Island has won a BAFTA. It is true. It was for the best reality and constructed factual show in 2018. So true for number 10. True for number 10. Now, with all those answers in mind, guys, now go through, tally up your scores for the confidence round with your ranking ones. Remember, just the correct answers get your rank score as points. And then your previous 3 rounds, add those ones up if you haven't already. Get a sum total. And then if you're using the Google Forms link, there's a quick select option in the rounds option. Just say submitting final score. And then the next box underneath is just where you get to enter that score. Put that in there and then say submit form, and that's how you get your final scores to me. If you're doing the Facebook message option, again, just screenshot it with the final score, and then that way I've got a copy of that as well. And Rock Ultra says, was going to put that as well, but you vote for them to come out, so I was stuck. Ah, well, very close, Rock Ultra, very close. Very close. It was tricky. Should have gone with your gut feeling, yeah, as you said. Gut feeling, see? You gotta follow your gut sometimes, guys. Sometimes it pays off. Well, for the most time, I guess. I guess in this stuff too, when you're 50-50 on the fence, go with the gut. You just might be correct. But yeah, so send those final scores through to me. I'm gonna cut to the break screen again once more, and then be double checking your scores that you will be sending through to me. So that way I know that everything is added up correctly, and then we're going to find out tonight's winners of the trivia for the reality TV show, folks. So again, thanks for tuning in. Hang with us, get those final scores in through me. I'll try to be as quick as I can. Enjoy the break, tunes, maybe stock up on a drink or some snacks while you're waiting. We'll be back momentarily with the final scores and the winners, guys. Hang in there.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed a little. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan's Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus, when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you that. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wailing wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back home. Now you're coming back. I think I know you. We were here before the start of the storm. It's all around us, now we're coming back. closer. I should have kissed you then. Your hair was longer. I pulled away from it. Moved to the city. Over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors.
Alrighty, guys. So, I've had all the answers come on through. I have double checked them based on the previous round answers that you've all sent through to me because of that, and correlated them with obviously the answers. So, I am back. Rock Ultra is going to grab some breakfast. Oh, mate, I'm about to go through the winners real quick. So, if you want to wait maybe like a minute, you'll find out how you did. And then, by all means, go have your breakfast. Good sir. I apologize for keeping you this long. So, let's go through it nice and quick, guys. Again, thank you all for tuning in and playing. You've all been awesome. Let's get right down to it. We had Bagpipe Ball Bags in on 18 points in bottom place there. So, congratulations to them. Thanks again for playing. I believe you're a first-time team too. Then we have Team Pigeon and Penguin on 24 points. Thanks, as always, for them playing. We had Team Goop on 27 points. Congratulations to them. Then we had third place, Reality Smelody, on 38 points. So the points is climbing a bit now, guys. We're getting up into some bigger points. But congratulations on Reality Smelody getting third place there, which means 2 teams left. And it is between Superstar Mama and Rum Forest Run. And we have Superstar Mama on 50 points in second place, which means Rum Forest Rum on 67 points is our first place winner. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for playing. Rum Forest Run, you are the winner. Superstar Mama second, and Reality Smelity third place. So, those top 3, please shoot me a message on any of the IM formats or Whisper on Twitch or whichever format you're watching from, and I'll get back to you with some prize information as well. But for the rest, thanks all of you for tuning in. It's been I hope you guys have had fun. This was the reality TV show themed round. We've got one coming up on Friday or Saturday, depending on what time zone you're in, which is all about the transportation sensation, which is all about modes of transport and rides and vehicles and planes and trains and automobiles and all that fun stuff. And Rock Ultra, no, you did good, man. Well done. Well, wait, I'm not sure which team you were, but I'm guessing you're one of the top 2, I believe. So, yeah, congratulations. But yeah, so we got the transport round on Friday as well. So, again, tune in for that. We'll be doing it again via, Facebook, Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. So, whichever platform you feel comfortable using, use that. Let your friends and family know if they're into their transport and cars and planes and all that fun stuff. That's what it's going to be about on the Friday/Saturday trivia. But until then, guys, have a safe and wonderful week. Look after yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon with the next batch of trivia. Take care, guys.